Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, doing what I do for you. Oh, I'm excited. I got something good for you today. I'm about to try out a new technique, a new lesson. I'm about to give it to you. Do something different. Hope you enjoy it. Hope it work out. We'll find out. Let's go. Right is some 24 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and story for life. I'm giving you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. Hopefully it's working out for you. I gotta keep making sure I keep giving you something that you can use. So I got something good for you today. Let's go. Right thinking mission. Excuse me. You tune in to receive the lessons I'm giving. I appreciate you. We got a good thing working. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and yeah, that's what I'm on. I'm excited too. Is to enlighten. Trying to do that. Inspire. Trying to do that. Educate. No, I'm doing that. Motivate. That's what I really wanted to get you the individual to what? A higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. As the right thinker, I want all my right thinkers to know themselves. I could care less about the circumference of the earth, the depths of the ocean, the length, how fast the earth, the speed of light. Don't care. Knowing thyself is a priority for us right thinkers. Let's go. That's my mission to get you to do just that. I got the information to help you. Knowing thyself is the question. Excuse me. You should have the answer. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for that yourself, tune into me. I can help you out. That's what I do for you. Help you know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. Excuse me. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do. What I do for you. Stay tuned. I appreciate you too. I got you. A person who knows not can't help it. Is dangerous. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Excuse me. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. I got you. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinking, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Oh, I'm back in the book again. But I did something that I don't normally do. I went to Pacific paragraphs and, like I said, cherry pick the information. So this should be fun. I'm gonna get right to the information. I cut the fluff out and go straight to the meat and potatoes, so to speak. So let's get this part. Just I got a nice lesson for you. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but it's everything I think you should know. Title, right thinkers, let's talk about P Funk. Here we go again. Me, who is what? A master teacher. And why? I had to put that in there because I'm going to answer that question with this lesson. All right, let's start out with the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. If you're willing to listen to pay attention to what I'm saying, you can gain understanding and understand the knowledge and the teaching that I'm about to put forth. That was an ancient Egyptian proverb. Okay. When you are growing spiritually, you will what? Recognize those who are spiritually what? Advanced, enlightened, so to speak. You will be led to them in a mystical way, and you will receive the teachings which you need at that time. That's what I'm here to do. Give you what you need for this particular time. And first of all, you need to what? Begin to purify yourself and make yourself into what? A good student. Before I became a teacher, I put myself in position to be a student. That means I gave 100% effort. I tried to regain and understand everything that was presented to me. So I gave it back. I let you know I'm paying attention. So because only then what will you recognize a good teacher? Then you will be what? Fit to receive the teachings and to put them into practice when? Because only then will you be ready to understand them? If you're listening, paying attention, you can comprehend what's being said, and then you can manifest and employ it for yourself. That's the purpose. Now, spiritual development does not occur in a flash. No, it don't happen overnight. No, but through a magical touch, or through a magical touch, it don't happen in a flash or magical touch. Why? It occurs with incremental, meaning daily practice of the teachings as you what? Gradually integrate them where? Into your life through your own self effort. And your level of self effort determines your level of success for the teachings that's being presented to you. The more you put in to learn, the better you'll be able to manifest out of the things you learn. And once you learn, again, the correct methods of spiritual disciplines, knowing the truth, living by them, the spiritual disciplines, you can then what? Choose those disciplines. This is they are. This is what they are. Meditation, self service, and daily study of what? Scriptures and anything else that you mean to learn, lecture, anything material that you can read. You can gain information. And watch this, which suits your what? Your personality. And then you gradually increase the intensity of what? Your practice, even while you carry on the normal duties of life. I told you, integral meditation meaning you constantly focused on God, you stay God focused, God conscious, and you still do what you need to do. Just keep God in mind, and you do it at another level. Why? Because you enjoy doing the right thing. And this process will what? Lead to peace and enjoyment of life again, and to spiritual enlightenment in the integrated way. Again, you can live your best, doing your best, practice it while you're at work, whatever you're doing, you can make it happen for yourself. You are the common denominator. You make it happen. Now, let's talk about my girl Isis right quick. I said, her name is Rekhat, Rekhat. Isis. It means Lady of Wisdom. Okay? I said Isis, the Lady of Wisdom, who initiated who? Her son. Masons. We're Haru, the widow's son. And we educated about who? Our mother Lodge. Yeah, I know. She starting to make sense. So yeah, I got it from a different perspective, but I know just what it is. Why? Because I know. And you got her son. She initiated her son into what? The mysteries of what? Spiritual life, and led him to what? Spiritual enlightenment. And the victory against who? The evil and the unrighteousness of who? Set, that ego, and his demon associates. She is the supreme wisdom and power behind all the priests and priestesses of ancient Egyptian concepts. And you got a book called Osiris Resurrection by my man Muta Ashby. But she represents wisdom. Next one is, let's talk about the need for a true teacher of what? Spirituality. Cannot be overemphasized in the course of spiritual practice. You need to be taught. An aspirant or right thinker is like in what? An athlete. He or she needs coaching, practice in order to attain what? Self-mastery over what? Your lower self. Bam! Every area of your life where you have achieved success was how? Is because you studied and you practiced. If you got spelling bee coming up, a spelling test, you study and you get proficient, so you're ready to take the test. If you got something you need to be studying, that's what you do. You study for it, you practice, you get proficient, and not watch this, and you practice. If not in this lifetime or in previous ones, that means you have to put the work in. Spiritual enlightenment, watch this, cannot be achieved through magic or through unnatural means. You can't fake it, okay? It's achieved through what? Understanding and hard work when daily, and not ordinary work. No, 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 no. You got to put in some extra. But those activities which lead to what? Purification of the heart, which is what? meditating, self-service, constant study to show yourself approved. Simple. Next one. It's possible to promote your spiritual growth through what? The books, which I do, written by what? Genuine spiritual preceptors, my man, my father Mutar Ashby. The new forms of media, such as you got audio now, lecture books, you got videos, and have gone even further to what? Conveying the message of the teachings to what? The entire world. We in the age of Aquarius. We just come out of the age of Pisces. Pisces was full of mystery. So for 2,000 years, everything was all mystery. Everything was hidden. Now they kick the doors off. We're in the age of Aquarius. Information is being poured down on us. You can instantly get information. Ain't no reason for being ignorant. Why? Because information is everywhere. Shouldn't be no more secrets. Why? The doors are open. Doors kicked off. Go in and get whatever you need. However, watch this. At some point, no matter about the books, how many books and tapes can only get you so far in explaining the fruits of the true practice of spirituality. It have to be experienced. It have to be lived. You learn and then you implement what you learn. This is because the mind can what? Develop many misconceptions and illusions about spirituality, just as in any area of ordinary worldly life. Therefore, listen, a guide or a coach who is what advanced in this practice should be sought out and approached with humility and honesty to ask questions and dispel subtle forms of what ignorance. Help me out. I need to know things. I'm ignorant to certain things. That's when you get a teacher, you get a sage, you get a practitioner, somebody to help you out who know. I know what I'm talking about. This is the process, what, of spiritual teaching called initiation. Hmm. This aspirant, excuse me, the aspirant, which is you are initiated into a philosophy, a principles, and a way of life. I can tell you, it's a way of life, which what, which you or he or she need to what learn and practice how by studying, reflecting, and meditating on what? The teachings. What you learn, you study, you reflect, you meditate on, and then you acquire that knowledge and then you move on. But initiation is what? A conscious choice. You choose to become a part of adopted teachings to earmark in tasks of what? Basing your life on in order to purify your mind and body through what? The teachings so that you may become a conduit of the divine, becoming one with God by knowing thyself and performing certain righteous deeds, good deeds. Moving on, I'm trying to get it all out. I got a few more paragraphs to go. Next one is the wisdom teachings and scriptures. Scriptures are like what? Painting of a picture. The painting provides an image of what a fire looks like, but there's no warmth that it emanates from, no matter how close you get. For that, it is necessary to have what? A real fire. But the picture of it don't heat you up, just give you the picture. In much the same way, books provide an idea of what is meant by my teachings. However, in order to understand the subtlety, something more is needed. What? A true teacher is one who lives what his teachings. Therein lies my personal authenticity to right thinking philosophy. I live what I teach. My pastor, he practiced what he preached. I love that. Moving on. Why? These are the kind of people who you need to listen to and follow. Why? They doing it for the right reason. And they doing it the right way. Living it. Okay? It ain't for the money, it's for the getting other people to understand this is how we do it. Watch this. Now, such a one can breathe life. A good teacher can breathe life into what? The scriptures and the myths to make them what? Understood in the language of today. I was just told by one of my guys comment on my shows, you are cool and you break it down so we understand it. Thank you. I keep it real. That's all. Just keep it what we can understand. I ain't trying to show how smart I am. I ain't got time for that. I do that on my own and prove how smart I am by living it. So I ain't trying to show off my intelligence by talking all over your head. Nope. Here we go. Let me wrap this up. I'm almost home. Now, this is the fire of what? Knowledge, which burns away what? Ignorance. You can dispel ignorance with knowledge and illusions with reality, which are the causes of what? Most human suffering and misery. Being ignorant of the higher self, being out of balance with your chakras of understanding right from wrong and performing good things. You are out of balance and you're going to suffer for that. No free ride. Next one. There is no nobler. I like this one. This person, I'm not going to read this one. There is no nobler occupation than what? Being an instructor of a yoga philosophy, aka right thinking, or sage. Why? Because there is no greater endeavor than what? Relieving the burden of those who are beset by the pain and mental suffering caused by what? Their ignorance of their true self. My goal is to get you to know your true self, to take away the suffering. Trust me. Also, there is no greater force to dispel what? The mental anguish of society than what? A yoga mystical philosophy, aka right thinking philosophy, because it gets to what? The root of the psychological complexes in a way that Western civilization psychologically does not. We got a whole lot of misconception, misunderstanding. On the East, they have facts, proof. Why? They follow a concept that works. Therefore, meeting, watch this, an authentic teacher or, excuse me, a meeting an authentic teacher of yoga philosophy, aka right thinking philosophy, is what? Is a highly coveted event by those who have begun to recognize the deeper levels of their own being and the glory of a yoga philosophy that in practice you see how it works for you. Going down, I got a bunch of here. I'm gonna skip over that one, but I'm gonna hit this one. I'm wrapping it up for you. An authentic spiritual preceptor, aka sage, is not only someone who advanced in the spiritual paths or even just someone who has reached a fully enlightened state. Nope. A guru in the Upanishadic teachings of the Indian Upanishads, since the word is someone who's spiritually enlightened and who also is well versed in the scriptural teachings and the methods of training what? Aspirants or right thinkers according to their level of understanding. Therefore, a counselor of yoga must first achieve what? A high degree of understanding and personal and spiritual emancipation, since the subtleties of the mind must be well understood. That means you need to know yourself before you teach others. The teacher must be able to what? Be a refuge for who? All people have an extensive knowledge of the teachings pertaining to his or her level of attainment and and enthusiastically pursue all forms of the yoga philosophy, the teachings of right thinking philosophy. I'm about to wrap that up. I think that's it. Oh, I got one more. So I got one more. And watch this. An authentic teacher of yoga philosophy is what? Someone who's advanced in the path of what? Self-control, one indefinite, who is indifferent to either positive or negative situation which arise, one who is not affected by the praise or the censor and not discernible and is not desirous of any object in the phenomenal world. Anything physical, monetary, care nothing about that. Watch this. He or she has what? Discovered inner fulfillment, knowledge of self, God, and is the wellspring of what? Joy to all whom they come into contact with and teach their philosophy to. They are not interested in developing relationships physically with students based on emotionality or other egoistic sensibilities, and they are not interested in keeping disciples as servants for their own amusement or in keeping company to inflate their own egos because they have transcended all of these human frailties. I'm past all of that, and you should be too. And that's when they are fulfilled through what? Their realization of their own divinity and helping others out of compassion and universal love, which flows through them directly from the divine source. I do this because I'm driven. That's why I do what I do for you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back.